Alright guys, time to go back again today. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday so far. Before we get into the video, just wanted to clarify really quickly what I am trying to say in the intro. I know a few of you guys ask about this stuff, what I'm trying to say, and of course I say it really quickly as I do most of the things in my videos, but the intro, of course, I say it all the time, so it goes by rather quickly. What I'm attempting to say is, alright guys, Tactical Rab here, back again today, bringing you another video, or something to that effect. So yeah, a few people ask about that. I thought I would try and clarify it right here. However, today we're going to talk about Frosty and the potential return to Halo. We talked about a clip a couple of weeks ago with Shotzi looking like he might return. Of course, today's video was also about Shotzi. He said like the chances maybe 20%. I think maybe it was actually Frosty that said the chances are 20%, but something in that region regardless. However, over the last week or so, we have had this announcement that Halo Infinite will be going free to play. Maybe that will influence exactly how popular the game will be on the whole from a community perspective, and therefore potentially what the prize pool will look like and how attractive of a game that is to go back to. Of course, for Frosty, as we will look at, one of Halo's greatest ever players, there's no doubt about that. Like if you guys enjoy the video, subscribe if you are new as always, I would greatly appreciate it. CDL 2020 Scuff giveaway competition is ongoing, link to that will be down below as it will be for the next few days. So this clip came out a few days ago then from Shotzi talking about how Halo Infinite, if it is really good, he might consider going back. Doesn't think he will, but certainly a possibility. Then he adds Frosty and he says, I hope it is the best game of all time then, so well, it's gonna take something extra special to get him away from Call of Duty and the money that is involved right now. But this is just a quick snapshot of Frosty's history in the Halo game, and as we can see, throughout Halo 5 since the 2016 days, winning basically everything on LAN. The latter half when they went onto this Tox Gaming squad, this is when Splice came along, and Shotzi of course winning the Halo World Championship in this one, but an unprecedented streak of dominance on this OpTic Gaming Halo team at the time, and then they went on to Tox, and then most recently a couple of games played in Halo 3 on LAN in the late 2019 days. But since then, of course, nothing has been particularly happening, and Halo Infinite with the release, certainly a possibility that Frosty might go back, and he's certainly had a great couple of first seasons, right? Last season on Enigma 6, well, he came onto the Midnight Esports team earlier in the season, then he goes on to E6 and I believe places top 4 at Champs, then he goes on to the Florida Mutineers team this season, which has like solidified themselves at some point in the season as the #1 team in the game. Now they're like a number 3, number 4, something like that, but they've won 3 events so far this season in the online arena, so certainly very, very impressive inaugural Call of Duty couple of seasons for Frosty, but certainly such a talented player. He could go back to Halo certainly if he would have liked. This is what he said a couple of days ago then. Loved what I saw from the Halo Infinite reveal, excited to see what they have cooking up for us, maybe on the competitive side as well. And then this tweet comes out from Halo a couple of days ago. Halo is free for everyone. We can confirm Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and will support 120 FPS on Xbox Series X. More details will be shared later. And Frosty says, wow, this is big. This is impressive stuff from Halo, and we'll look at well, this in a couple of seconds here. The fact that they're able to do this is well, it definitely says to Call of Duty, what is your move, right? It puts the ball in Activision and Call of Duty's court, what they can follow up with next, because a lot of games lately are going free to play. They're going to a different model where the game goes free to play and then they basically make all their revenue by in-game cosmetic sales and other items as such. Fortnite has done this. Counter-Strike Global Offensive has now gone free to play, which is one of the biggest games of all time, and then we've got Halo doing the same thing. Will Call of Duty go down this route? That is certainly a question. I somewhat doubt it, to be honest. There's just so much revenue that Activision makes by selling each game for 60 quid or $60 or whatever, or $80 even for some of the packs, and then they add in additional things. You can get like a Dragonfire or whatever like you used to get back in the day and pay even more money for that. They make so much money from the game sales. I doubt that they would just cut off that revenue source unless they have a very, very good reason indeed to think that making it free to play will make them even more money by in-game cosmetic sales. However, as I say, it does definitely put the ball in the court of Call of Duty, and this may well make Halo such an attractive prospect to, well, casual players, but also competitive players alike. The possibility of 120 frames per second on Xbox Series X, that's definitely an exciting prospect. Maybe, you know, maybe it wouldn't be so good in other aspects, maybe it wouldn't be perfect, but certainly that sounds great in theory. Call of Duty isn't capable of something like that just yet. And then we get this from Frosty as well. So just to point out, the last few days on his YouTube channel, this is what we have been seeing. So the last few months, really, he released this Halo 5 tournament montage a few weekends ago now. That was 3 weeks ago. And since then, everything has been Halo content. There's been no Call of Duty or anything of the sort right here. 3 days ago, 6 days ago, all of this like Halo 5 PC8s. Definitely, well, not exactly enjoying playing Modern Warfare right now, not necessarily, but certainly enjoying it going back to Halo. So this is definitely something to look at when you see what games these guys are liking to play right now. And well, we'll see what exactly he plays in the off-season and what the opportunities lie for him. Because at the end of the day, the money in Call of Duty is certainly going to be greater, I imagine, than what it is in Halo. And if the Florida Mutineers, I believe Misfits own Florida Mutineers, so it's possible that they have some sort of contract relationship right now with Frosty, which of course they do. And if they were to field a a team in the Halo region, in the Halo vicinity, maybe that could be an option for Frosty to go to quite simply, in a similar way to, well, I suppose Shotzi could play for an Envy team if they were to go into Halo. And then we get this from Slasher, so Austin Lidico here. I was looking through his likes the other day. A couple of people pointed these things out to me, talking about how, well, Slasher was liking a few of these tweets with regard to Halo as well. I don't expect Slasher to be going to Halo. He hasn't competed in Halo before, to my knowledge. May have played it back in the day, though, certainly, as a lot of players have in Call of Duty scene. But it looks like he's been liking a couple of tweets here from Ryan Towie, talking about some of the options that Halo has going forward. So the free-to-play one was then confirmed. And then he also likes this tweet from Adam Apicella. So we know that Slasher hasn't particularly been liking this season. He was talking about how if next season's LAN events are online, he might, he might consider taking time off. If he does take time off, will he possibly explore another option in competitive play in something like Halo before we go back to Call of Duty on LAN, hopefully in the 2022 season, at least in like a traditional schedule? Because the rumor is right now that next season there's going to be a few LANs, but it's not going to be a traditional format like we would have seen this season, and of course we've seen in previous CWL seasons as well. Intrigued to hear your thoughts down below on this one. Like if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new. As always, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.